I just want people to know that I love myself. Okay? You can't fault me for that. You really can't. I'm comfortable in my skin now, but for a long time I wasn't. Because the world can be cruel. And I just want those people to know that I grew up around. Try not to say hello. In everything that I thought right in the world, you all tried to make wrong. Normally, what I would not do is something like this. Not because I'm afraid, not because I think it embarrasses me, not because I need attention. For nothing else, it's because I'm usually a private person. And I think it's very funny to encounter somebody who assumes that attempting to tear down a child. Now remember who you guys were as children. Did you believe in Santa? Did you believe that the tooth fairy left you $1, a $5, a $10, a $20? Did you think that if you were going to sit on the toilet, you were going to fall through? Because you had. So you were a little afraid. Did you forget that feeling when you were sitting in class and your name was called on and you didn't know the answer? Because you just couldn't grasp any of the information? And you think tearing down a 13-year-old child who apparently is pathetic but grasped the information faster than you ever did, ever could, and never will, is someone to pick on? Because you want to bite off of a look? Because you think your appearance and your tits and your ass is going to take you far? It may. Maybe in amateur porn. Manners aren't a thing to you guys. Respect not something you know. You see it enough. That cute, coy, innocent purity thing that you guys want to play with. And that cordial, politically correct thing you're all doing to each other. While you attempt to use what credibility you do not have, that you are faking to the very people in your community directly want you to know it is nice to meet me. And it is horrible to find you. And that I did not do to them at all. Because I do not condone bullying, that's your issue. Because I understand standard regulation and guidelines in state lines as well as national lines and international, I'm your issue, or your ignorance is your own. Because I was properly trained, you think you know better? You only know what you will accept so far until you become lackadaisical. Who you all were and where you are less than now is only due to yourselves. There's a difference between me and you. And there always was. Just because you think I sit on my ass and I say too much, do not think I'm not capable. But for what you take from me does not make you superior. It makes you the liability. And that's how cold I'm growing. You are nothing but a liability. How hard is it to know something like cross-contamination? In your own home, it is one thing. To the public, it is another. Eating out of sauce containers, hooting and hollering and thinking you're cute because you got it like that. It's not that hard to not conform, but play the game. I thought this was a community, not a project set for a whole town. It's not that hard that everybody has eyeballs, okay? And where I'm not being ignorant and just pointing out the fact that considering the tasks and responsibilities, we are not blind, and neither are the customers. So if you tell one group yes and you tell one group no, don't think those things don't end up in a review. Or better yet, even if not in a review, out of their mouths. And they deserve that right, honey. Because your position is not a means to an end for your own personal benefit. It's not that hard to follow direction for inventory. As if you actually do so. Someone may, to some extent, the orders do so in some way, but it really helps to do the dummy thing that you learn in first grade. Practice makes perfect. Do it yourselves. Keep track of it. It's not that hard. But I guess standing around for hours and talking and making the new girl do the work is funny. If I can work that hard dying, then you have no excuse to do so, as you are fine. And that goes for every job I've ever had. You think I'm the thief? Oh, well, she pays for her food. Excuse me, management. What do you want me to do? How about make an employee discount button? You're a manager, talk to the owner. It's not that difficult, buddy. Then you can ask for whatever the F you want. But if it does not come out in price due to quantity, it is not my issue. It's where I am in the department, because apparently you do not get what you are asking me and expecting. But if I am pushed, not by the people, by any specific person, but just certain people, I would like to know what the fuck. I ask questions because if I do not do it their way, apparently that is an undermining issue. Is it? Because I'm not necessarily the one that likes to argue with customers, but it's very cute how their apparent fake stern excuse is something the customers know I have witnessed. And where I attempted to smooth out your issues, I hope they understand why I left my position. And menial I always prefer in one way. The stress. At first, until I realized I'd rather deal with real stress to my own capability, my intelligence, and my ability to sit on my ass. And I do not mean these videos, by the way.